When you grow up with everything handed to you, you think life is easy. Until one day, life stops handing and starts teaching. This is the day my world flipped. I used to believe comfort was a birthright. My mornings were slow, my nights were careless, and my dreams, well, I didn't really have any. Why chase anything when everything was already waiting at my door? But I was wrong. And the truth? Life was preparing a lesson, one I never saw coming. A life without effort. I lived inside a bubble made of soft pillows, easy choices, and money I never earned. If something looked nice, I got it. If something felt difficult, I avoided it. And every time someone said, "Plan your future," I thought, why? Someone will always be there to fix my problems. My father never complained. He gave, and I took. Simple. The shift begins. One morning, things felt different. My father didn't greet me with a smile. He simply said, "Get ready. We're going out." No explanation, no warmth, just a tone I had never heard from him. As we drove, the city looked unfamiliar. I saw people rushing, working, pushing through the day with tired eyes and determined steps. I had passed these streets 1,000 times before, but I had never seen them. My father finally stopped the car in an old, crowded marketplace. He pointed toward a man lifting crates of vegetables. He wakes up before the sun. He works until his hands shake. He doesn't complain. Then he showed me a woman stitching torn clothes. Her fingers were worn, but her focus never broke. She has stitched for decades, not for luxury, but survival. For the first time ever, I felt something I didn't know how to explain. Not guilt, not shame, something deeper. Awareness. Enter the real world. Without warning, my father drove me to his company. I thought he wanted to talk. Instead, he handed me a small ID card. "From tomorrow, you work here." I almost laughed. Work? Me? He wasn't laughing. The next morning, I sat in a small room filled with busy people and old computers. No luxury, no special treatment, no comfortable life. My first task? Sorting documents. For hours. Within minutes, my head hurt, my back ached, and my mind begged for the version of life I left behind. But nobody around me stopped. Nobody complained. Everyone just worked. And for the first time in my life, I felt respect for something I had ignored all my life. The transformation. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Slowly, the discomfort faded. I worked faster, made fewer mistakes, learned more than I expected. I began to understand what effort felt like and what pride felt like. It was nothing like the empty happiness of expensive clothes or fancy restaurants. This feeling was different. This was earned. I started noticing things. How my father solved problems. How he supported his workers. How he built something from zero. The more I watched him, the more I wanted to build something of my own. The moment that changed everything. One evening, he called me into his office. No lecture, no anger, just a calm look. "You finally understand," he said. "You learned the one thing I could never buy for you, responsibility." Then he placed a small key on the table. "This belongs to your new office. You're ready for the next step." I held that key like it was made of gold.
Not because it opened a door, but because it opened a future I could finally see. Today, when I look back, I can't believe how blind I was. Life was never supposed to be easy. Life is supposed to be earned, not delivered. My father didn't change my life by giving me money. He changed it by giving me the chance to discover who I could be without it. And now, I'm ready for the future. Not because I have everything, but because I finally understand how to build anything.